Welcome to Dogs Award YouTube channel. Today we have the Game of Thrones regional finals between Tree and Tyler. And we have today Tyler and Tree here today.
Hello.
Hello.
This is Tree.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. So let me give you a brief description, a brief history on how long you guys have been playing and stuff. Tyler?
I think we've been playing for like 2.5 years. Like Christmas, I guess 3 Christmases ago, we picked up the core set. I picked up for my dad actually.
Yeah.
And we've just been playing ever since.
Oh, cool. And Tree?
I've been playing for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 years, about that.
Tree plays multiple games. Tyler, right at the moment, is only playing Game of Thrones.
Yeah, just Game of Thrones.
You play mostly
Stark, almost for the 2.5 years, mostly Stark, a little bit of Martell.
Okay.
Last Florida regional, I played Martell, but this one, Stark.
And Tyler won last year's Florida regionals too.
Spoiler.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now, you can see I have Frozen Solid in hand already, and that's going to be a big deal.
Yeah, a little bit.
Never mind.
He throws it away.
Oh, man. Don't throw that away.
So Tree, what made you play this deck?
Well, Martell's really strong, and I didn't want to play Bloodthirst. It seemed like it's the popular thing, but it's also a negative play experience for a lot of people.
I agree.
So I played a character heavy. It's about 32, 33 characters. Martell, Kings of Summer. Lots of draw, running Gaston Grey to try to. They got me to the finals.
There you go.
And we draw back up.
And you were playing Stark's No Agenda?
Stark No Agenda, yep.
Okay.
This style of Stark No Agenda was made popular by a guy named Florian Moss from Germany in the last Octagon tournament.
Oh, wow.
He won it with, he calls it Grand Theft Location, with all the location stealing events.
I need to give credit as well. This deck is based heavily off of a deck that was named Beach Balls. I honestly don't remember who built it originally. I apologize for that, but if I figure it out, I'll put it in the credits on YouTube.
There you go. I apologize for the glare. Glare was very bad.
I can tell what I got there.
Yeah.
I think it was a carrion bird. I can't tell with the other guy.
Well, I had a pretty bad start.
I can almost see it looks maybe Arian Martell. It was something that has a power icon and an intrigue. Look at that. I'm playing Rivers, and Tyler goes and fetches the dude.
Dude.
I only had a Hungry Mob to start off. Winterfell Castle, Frozen Outpost, and a gold.
So right now, what dude are you looking for and why?
Well, I can't remember what I would assume Mage, because she gets my economy going.
Yep, that's
she is.
Mage. Saw her all game.
She almost always is your first choice with Stark No Agenda, just to get that economy going.
And what shows her abilities?
After you win a challenge which she participates, you can bring her back to hand to look for a Stark location, put it into play, knelt.
Oh, wow.
The biggest problem with this deck I found is choking yourself. So getting her early and getting her going stops the choking yourself.
So here, Tree went first.
I drop a Palace Fountain. Flea Bottom a House Messenger into play. Oh, there's a Gaston Grey there.
So your deck depends a lot of that?
I wouldn't say it depends on it, but it certainly makes the games a lot easier. It's pretty much my control. You'll see throughout this, maybe or may not throughout this game, I don't run Valor. It's a big risk, and it didn't pay off in 1 or 2 of my games, but for the most part, I ended up in playtesting killing myself with it a lot more than like wiping my opponent's board and winning from that. There are certainly turns of this game you'll see, though, that I really would like to have it. Oh, there's Ariane.
Ariane.
So the guy in play, I have no idea who it is at this point.
And
there's Gaston Grey.
It is a carrion bird.
There's a carrion bird and there's something else.
Something with a...
I could look it up later. It'll be
a power and an intrigue. It might be Maester of the Sun.
Frozen
There
Solid.
it is.
That changed the entire game.
That's the play of the game right there. My deck has no answers to that.
Oh,
and
wow.
it is a known weakness. Calculated risk, just like the Valor.
Don't you have one of the plots that you bounce a card?
Yes, but I can bounce Frozen Solid as well.
Yeah.
So if he bounces gas
okay.
down, I'll bounce frozen.
And that leaves me with no better play. But you're absolutely right. I don't even think I thought of that. Or if I did, I looked much smarter playing.
That's the case. Who picks first?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Both have to fulfill the plots.
So you have Carrying Bird also.
Yeah, I don't have a great start. Carrying Bird, Hungry Mob,
Mage,
and Mage.
and the dreaded Northland
Which
Keep.
I did not. Yes, I did not kneel the Hungry Mob. I think you called me on it in just a second.
We catch it at some point. And there's a
Okay, I
refugee.
wasn't done, partially. Okay. Hopefully you called me on it.
There it is.
Yes.
No,
No, because I would feel really bad if I used that character in challenges.
I believe I may have caught it after I did a challenge. I'm like trying to figure out how to get through.
So Intrigue.
Intrigue is going to be
No,
unopposed. 2 cards pulled away.
Polaris, Ranger of the North, I think, was the other one.
So here, what's your plan right now, Tree?
For me, I'm going to try to tear down his hand, and I've realized at this point, I think, that Gaston is staying dead the whole game unless he plays something like a plot that will let me get rid of it and play a new one. So at this point, I'm just going to try to win before he can build up a bigger board a bigger board and makes it unwinnable for me, or I'm going to try to hold out until he gets to his Valor and then try to win after that. But that's very unreliable. So I think I'm trying to rush it out at this point.
Yeah.
All right, so I use Frozen Outpost to stand my Raven to win the challenge, and I shuffle back his
Black Raven.
Black Raven.
Yep.
Making it not summered, letting me draw less cards, getting us less
Gold.
money, turning off Maester of the Sun. That Raven needs to be there.
Yep.
Otherwise, it hurts.
That's a power challenge. So what are you thinking right now?
I'm probably thinking I just need to win the military
Yep.
and get Mage back in hand.
Okay.
For me, I'm trying to get him to tap Mage down with that play. It was a Dornish Paramour.
Oh, that's right.
So we ditch her to draw 2 cards. I'm fully tapped out, so Tyler gets to have his way with my board. Here comes the Intrigue. Now, Mage only triggers when she wins a military? Or?
Ooh,
just
that
a
hurts.
challenge she participates
Okay.
in.
So she can do a power.
Yeah.
There goes a He Calls It Thinking.
Now, I think you don't hit your Carrying Bird, so I shuffle it. Yep.
Oh, wow. You could
So
trigger off a Carrying Bird?
I shuffled
Carrying Bird can shuffle other
the Black
Carrying Birds
Raven
back in
and the
because it's a
Carrying
Raven.
Wow, I didn't notice that.
Yep.
iPhone never...
So far, the Hungry Mob is still standing, which is not good.
Yeah, it was stealth.
But you've already done your military, and
Yeah. Unless it lets me win Dom.
true. I swear I catch it.
I thought you did
remember
too.
catching it.
Maybe
There
There,
it is.
thank God.
All right.
Whew, I would have felt like a real jerk if we did not catch that.
Well, thank goodness.
And guys, it happens a lot. You know, this
Oh, yeah.
is this was top 8, so
This
it
is
was,
round 8 of the
it's
tournament for
Round
us.
8, so people are mentally tired, and mistakes like this happen. You know.
8th game of the day. Neither of us are playing very simple decks to play.
Yeah.
Not that Game of Thrones really has any very simple decks to play.
True.
But
So there you trigger to get your economy going.
Yep, I'll probably do it the first 2, if not 3 times, to make sure I have enough gold to play stuff. Because I'm going to spend at least 3 gold on Mage every turn.
yeah.
So I
Okay.
have to have enough gold to play other things besides Mage.
Now, at this point, I'm actually looking at my economy. I'm feeling pretty lucky. I've got 5 points worth of reduction in play from turn 1 on.
That's very good.
And that helps a lot.
I think I do Time for Ravens here, and if I do it, I'll explain why I chose it.
So I'm assuming you're running Winter.
Yep, no agenda winter. Which turns on, makes me or better.
Yeah.
Aria.
So counting
Better
command.
are you running Mirror Read in this deck?
Yes, Mira's
She's
more
restricted, so it makes Mirror better.
Which I don't think I see her in the entire match.
You're running 3 copies or just
2.
Two.
Just 2.
So
I think I choose Time for Ravens.
do you remember which plot do you pick, Tree?
It's probably crossing the Ruby Ford.
Forward.
It's either that or the bounce one.
No,
Ruby Cree. I think it's the bounce one.
That is, in fact, the bounce one.
Yep.
I believe this is where I dump a chunk of my hand.
Yep.
Or rule by decree.
Yeah, you just drew 2 off that one.
The Dorn's
Messenger.
Paramore.
Paramore.
The Paramore.
I knew you were going to get one more here. Wanted to limit your options.
Yeah. You already got me drawing one less card now than I was expecting to because the Raven's gone.
Right.
So if it's not summer, you draw one less card?
If it's winter, draws
I
okay.
one. But he's not drawing 3 like he was hoping it would be.
Here I make a slight mistake. I forgot. This is actually a ruling I learned afterwards. The card that gets returned with the bounce plot goes moribund, and then you trigger the bottom river to draw. It ends up being the same thing.
Right.
Sometimes it makes a difference.
House Messenger into play tapped again.
Refugee and
Refugee or the Red Viper. Look at my gold, see what am I going to have this turn.
well, you could play the Viper.
Yeah, he has enough.
Takes the Viper.
Oh, he plays it, and I have to deal with it the rest of the game. It's ridiculous.
What happened to your Hungry Mob?
That's what I bounced to the top.
Oh, okay. That's right. I'm like, I know he had.
There's a Viper duped.
There's a Viper duped and a refugee. Apparently, I had one in my
and
hand.
1 gold for
Keeping 1 gold.
just in case.
That's to
Keep
pay.
the dough.
That's to pay for the refugee.
Yep. So here's the Starks with the 6 gold. So what now?
So Mage again.
Mage
For
again.
3.
Hungry Mob. Okay, he's not going to kneel this time. That's good.
And you played it right this time by playing Mage before the Hungry Mob.
Yeah.
Now, I think all I have is events in the hand. I just had a bad start. And he's going to just clear my hand out.
Yeah, bad start except for a Frozen Solid.
Yeah. That 1 card changes the game. Yep. I'm
Completely.
keeping 3 gold. That's ridiculous.
What's that?
A Hungry Mob too.
Yep, that's.
Would they
another
trigger
Hungry
from
Mob.
each other or no?
Well,
They
they're
would,
both
but
0
they're 0
cost.
gold.
If you play,
Oh, okay.
If you play a character for 3 gold
Or
they
more.
kneel.
If you pay
Yeah.
any time you pay 3 or more gold. So if you get later on, you'll get a reducer, and then you can
Right.
play Mage and
Okay.
not tap them down. It was like Intrigue.
Intrigue
Yep,
for 2.
nothing.
Grab another 2 cards. There goes a.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right. I grabbed the no
Quarter.
quarter. That was the painful one, if I remember.
Yeah, Mage no quarter is a great 1-2 punch.
So the Viper is not active right now. Well, he's not crazy. So I go in for power. Block with Mage.
That's just 8 strength with the Winterfell Castle and the Frozen Outpost.
And this is the first of probably 3 times I'll run headfirst into that Frozen Outpost.
Multiple times, yeah.
It happened. It
Why
was
is it
bad.
strength 8?
She has a war
Frozen
crest.
Outpost
Oh.
gives +2 or +4 if it's a War Crest, and she's
And
got it.
the castle gives a +1 strength to all star characters.
Wow, that's a strong character.
It was. And that's one of those fatigue things by the end of the day.
Yeah.
I'd like to hope earlier in the day I'd not have run into that 3 times,
Right.
4 times, but end of the day I was.
You kept forgetting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every single time I look at it, I'm just like, yes, I ran into it again.
Now, one thing I got to go second quite a bit, so I could get some unopposed challenges through, and that really helped. I imagine I grabbed more economy. I can't imagine I grabbed anything but economy.
So that's one of your philosophies. If you want to get unopposed, you
believe
go
it.
second.
Yes.
I believe at this point you're going to be getting the 2-point reducer. I believe it's Godswood.
No, I don't run that.
Oh, you don't run that? There's a reducer you grab. Oh, no, it's not that yet.
I think I grabbed that for any those 1 cost 3 strength
Lost Spearman?
dudes. Yeah.
That's a good
Because
one.
it doesn't matter if I have it standing or kneeling, it still
Yep.
gives me gold.
So, untap phase is wreck.
So currently it's 8-1 power-wise. Martell is not doing so well.
Now, it could easily turn with the Viper, so
It's true.
I still don't feel it like I'm in a good spot. I think here I go Time for Ravens for the White Raven,
I believe at this point I go.
but I might have done.
This might be crossing the Ruby Ford,
I might have done the Maester
or it might be
Claw.
Mummer's Ford. I don't remember at this point. I don't think I have many cards in hand right now because I'm not
Right. I think you're
drawing
down
extra.
one.
I don't remember if I was trying to get mummers forward twice or 3 times in this one. 3 times it is, apparently.
Yep.
Now, this was a big screw up on my part.
Why?
On this turn. Well,
Oh, you see it?
I could win the Minstrel's Muse, take 4 power, and I did not. So it's going to come up.
Would that won your game? 10, 12?
I wouldn't have won, but I've been a lot closer.
He'd have been much closer and probably been able to push through a win on the next turn.
Yeah.
Another Palace Fountain. More reducers.
So you get a good economy there.
I do. And there's a King's Road, which will help out next turn.
Now, when you're trying to hardcast Viper's Bannerman, you need a...
That's true. And the crazy thing is, usually I'm okay using the Flea Bottom and having them come into play tap that turn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a Maester of the Sun who isn't going to be saving anything, but is vengeful.
Oh, that's the guy with the skull.
Maester Miles.
And
He is
there's
actually in the deck just to cancel out Spies from Starfall. Horselord was not out at this point, I don't think. But
Okay.
No.
Now, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
He drops his Black Raven, I have the White Raven in hand. So...
Oh, so you
His is
canceled
discarded,
his and discarded.
And each turn after this, he's only going to be drawing 1 card.
Ooh.
I believe I have another Black Raven in hand at this point. We'll
Okay.
see next turn. Because I knew you had a I knew you had a White Raven. I think I was using this as a bait, which means I eat a card loss next turn. There's Kyle Condon.
Well, I think the next turn, I do Time for Ravens to match, in case you did it
That's
as well.
right.
There's she again.
There's Mage again.
Well, let's see if I tap my Hungry Moms.
Guess counting the gold. And
Okay, I
There
did.
they are. Yep. I knew after the first. I knew we caught it the first time, and after that they were good. And I think that play really hurts you there, just because that's
Yep.
6 strength you don't get for dominance. An important thing here to note is that I have gold left on my house card. I think this is going to play in big in a minute.
So you have completely control of his hand now.
Yep.
Completely stripped. So if you
He's had no entry icons since the first turn with the refugee. So
if you control the board some more,
Luckily, I drew characters to play almost every time.
Yep. And I've thought back on this, and if I'd been running Valor, I probably would have Valored within the next turn or two just to clear the board. I've got the Red Viper with a dupe. There I'm going Power Challenge.
And I think you miscounted again.
Yeah, this is where he used Mage in the Frozen Outpost again, and I just stare at the cards for a second and go, that's right. That happened last turn too.
would he done something different? What would have done differently?
Not attacked with power.
Okay, defend
I
different.
probably would have sat and tried to win dominance
Okay.
to try to keep him from getting the 3 extra. Nope, I don't draw that card. That's right. It kneels anyway, but it's winter, so nothing cool happens.
So I guess you let the power challenge to go through.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
believe either you're thinking or... Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I haven't gained anything yet.
I'm thinking, can I win Dom and still attack?
Or at least oppose it, or...
Oh, since you tapped the King's Road, I thought you.
That was from the intrigue.
Oh, from
yeah,
the
that's
intrigue.
right.
Okay.
That was a little bit of housekeeping I
Yeah.
missed.
So here you're calculating if you want to block it.
I think so.
So you've got 7 strength available plus the Frozen Out. Well, yeah.
I might have forgot that I had a Frozen Outpost to make that an easy decision as well. It was a long day. I mean, how late was it when we played this?
We were probably playing at 9:30 or 10 o'clock
Yeah.
at night, and we started at noon.
Noonish, 1.
Yeah.
So she played a very key point of winning, helping you
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Her Warcrafts made that pretty good.
So at this point, I believe I'm thinking on whether or not I want to attack in military.
And she keeps that +8 until the end of the phase.
No, she
For
only
the
gets
challenge.
the
Oh, for the challenge.
plus
The
4
plus
until
4 is
the
for
end
the
of
challenge.
So I guess you passed. Kill the refugee.
Military, I have Vengeful, which means basically at that point, had you passed, you'd have won dominance.
Yeah.
I remember looking at the board and thinking that, and the second you attack me, I'd stand up for Vengeful. I've got gold, so I've got
instead of
7,
attacking,
8.
just completely pass?
Yeah, I had 4 power. Instead, I only got 1 for the unopposed.
Yep.
So it's
And I pick up
swing.
a power.
Yep. Yeah, I think as soon as I attacked, I was like, dang it.
Wow, that would have kept you to two off for winning.
Yeah. And then I think
at
once
that
you
point,
realize you've done it, you might as well just go
Yeah.
in and maybe try to push me into,
You can defend with both, and then I get
or I defend with him. I lose the challenge, you gain a power,
Right.
but
At
I
this
pick
point,
up,
yeah,
I
it was
stand
too
with
late.
Vengeful, and
now. I think I get economy again, but I might have got a Riders at the Red Fork.
well, that sounds familiar.
Oh,
I know you did it
wow.
last once. Yep, there they are.
Since I was having such trouble getting characters, because they fulfill any search,
Yes.
Yep,
so they come in now as
and they are that's a super versatile card.
yeah.
So I pick up 1 for dominance. We stand up.
So what's your plan right now?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I honestly am not sure. I think I'm gonna keep trying to draw cards to try to draw a bigger
Board presence.
I get rid of a power here with crossing the ruby forward.
No, I played
And then I
Time
get
for Ravens, hoping. I thought you were going to play Time for Ravens as well.
There's a carrion bird.
But since you did it, I went ahead and got a carrion bird, so
Yeah.
I had another character.
So I think at this point, I'm just going to try to flood the board with higher quality dudes than he has. Since I've got the rivers for better draw. Only drawing 1 card a turn, which hurts, but the rivers are helping supplement that very
Right.
well.
So that Battle of Ravens is kind of... That and Frozen Solid is what's hurting you right now.
Honestly, it's one of the worst things that can happen is if I've got to either fight for the season or if I just straight up lose the season. I had other games in practice that if I can't win the season, then I run out of cards really quickly. And I lose a bunch of cool effects. Here it's been pointed out that I drew 2 cards instead of 1. So Tyler was kind enough to let me just shuffle up my hand, pick 1 card, and put it back on top. I believe it turned out to be something I wanted, too. So that made me feel a little better. Huh?
Triplicated Viper.
Triple Viper. I believe the card that went back on top was the Doran Martell I had drawn that turn. Just another big guy and another vengeful character to make challenges difficult.
So here the Viper is turned on. So you got 4, 5 yet?
Yep. And I'm sitting on 4 gold, which means I've got a good shot at dominance.
And I think because he's turned on, I just flood.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I don't have a chance to stop.
Well, and you're going to lose your characters to intrigue anyway. Oh, there it is. You got a Street of Steel now, which means you can play Mage for 2, which means those lovely
Oh,
hungry
so it's not
mobs.
the cost of the guy
it's
coming.
it's the amount of gold you spend.
Okay. See the Maester.
I believe I'm going power with the Red Viper and the Maester. I believe you're going to block with something in Frozen Outpost again, probably Mage.
Yeah. Well, now I have the Riders to do it as well.
Oh, true, yeah.
Oh, it was Intrigue.
Oh, it was
Okay.
Intrigue.
Ooh. Oh, you're
Which
using
means
her.
I'm going to be going in for power with
With
Ariane
her.
to try to grab some more.
Because I have 2 War Crests, I can win this with 8 tier 6.
Yep. And I can only stealth one of the 2. However, Maester Miles is doing something interesting here. I don't know if this even went through your mind or not, but he's guaranteeing that you have to spend at least 2 of your military characters, 2 of those military mono icons to get in. Which I'm sure you have no problem doing with 4 of them on the board.
So
Swing military.
This is I go ahead and do the Hungry Mobs. Both of them. They're both 4 strength because of the
Yep,
Winterfell
that's right.
Castle. So you'll kneel to take one out, but I'll still win the challenge.
why are you kneeling too? Both of them.
Because
he
this
needs-
guy right here, Mr. Miles, will remove one of them from the
See
challenge.
right here,
Oh,
he
okay.
removes one from the challenge. He can. I don't think I do because there's no point to it.
Yeah.
The one card I found really the one card as I look at this and think I really could have used in this game, especially right here, is Lost Oasis.
Yeah.
Just to be able to give
in just a second.
I believe so. I think it comes out. It may come out on the last turn. Yeah.
And then I do Burning Bridges the next turn.
Yep.
Yeah, because it does work for you on that turn.
Tapping down 3 characters before you get the chance to do challenges, and just giving stealth.
So I'm assuming
Military, probably.
Yep, most likely.
Defending it.
Yep.
Oh, it must have been power.
Oh.
Ah. Yep, stand the vengeful guy.
Now, I assume it's economy because I don't really have anything else to get.
You gonna get another army?
I only have 1 in the deck.
Oh wow!
So he goes and gets the North.
Yeah,
Was
I let
that
it-
North Sea or Narrow Sea?
Let it be the one utility for Maesters or Mage or Lewin.
You don't like it, or just?
I had so much other
stuff.
I couldn't fit
Yeah.
anymore.
So many good cards.
Yeah.
That's a healthy game when you have too many choices. So he got 9, 11.
Now, does it have to be summer for that guy to save?
I believe it does. I think did we not catch that? Was that a military and?
Yeah, you saved. It's okay. I made mistakes earlier too, so I just
And Darkstar came out because of intrigue.
Because I discarded a card for a save.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's a big mistake right there on my part, and on your part for not catching it.
yeah.
I'm ashamed of you, Tyler.
Hey, that would have made my life a lot easier if it was not on the board.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying. That's how it goes.
Now, Lewin here is going to help a lot.
Yeah, I bet he is.
What does he do?
Well, he's
And-
just a 3-cost, 3-strength body on the board.
I believe at this point I'm actually using a time for Ravens to go get my Black Raven.
Yeah.
There it is.
Which, I think you go first, so it gives me more gold to spend.
It does, and this is now 2 turns in a row I've drawn only a single card. Hopefully I'll remember this time and not have to do anything crazy. But it's going to turn on. It turns back on so many of my effects.
Right.
Maester of the Sun, Gilly, my agenda, King's Roads.
You see, every turn I've had to pay for Mage, so getting that economy early is what makes it work.
Absolutely.
But plus you're thinning your deck.
Yep.
You're making you draw. Make sure you're drawing characters instead of locations at late game.
Now the biggest risk I have here is that I've played my Black Raven again, and he has 2 carrion birds on the board. And
With stealth. Oh, there's your low aces.
But there's the Lost Oasis.
Yep. And that
Which means
really
the
sucks.
Which, however, and I have a carrion bird, which means hopefully I'll be able to trigger that to get rid of one of yours.
Ooh, you can get 3 gold. Nothing you want to play, or
Apparently not.
This is the turn that I miscount the Dom.
Oh, is this the turn?
Yeah.
No, but the miscounted Dom was.
Yeah, this is the second last turn, I think. I think next turn's Burning Bridges.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. So that's 2 turns then you either miscount or
Yep.
misplayed on
It gets
dominance.
super late at night.
Yeah, it is. There's new Ed Martelli. There's Lucas Blackwood.
Yeah, again,
Oof.
flood the board.
Yep.
I already have the Viper turned on. I gotta, and now you have Lost Oasis to kneel people.
Yep.
I gotta have people standing.
yeah, I'm assuming you don't run Valor either.
I do.
You do.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Every
Yeah.
time I've taken Valor out, it's bit me in the butt. So I have to run Valor. So I have to win before turn 7
There's 7.
because he's gonna keep the Viper, or I have to find Harrenhal and then Valor and get rid of the Viper. But neither.
Can Harrenhal cancel the dupes?
Yep.
Yep.
Because
Wow.
it's before everybody dies. We're still in the save cancel window. So he's saving, and I'm canceling killing my guys to cancel until all his dupes are gone. But I don't find Harrenhal.
Nor do you need to.
So Harrenhal has changed the game a lot.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So it's an intrigue.
He's stealthing past the first guy.
Oh, no.
Mage.
Oh.
Yep.
So,
Mage is
the
now.
Viper
Power.
stealth mage. Nope, he doesn't tap.
Yeah,
I think
you'll remind me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do it every time. You're going to double stealth, and I'm going to nail 2 people every time.
I believe this is an intrigue challenge.
Yeah.
No, I'm assuming. But why you tapped her? Why stealthing her?
Because I don't want him to go get any more dang locations.
Oh, okay.
I'm really tired of her by this point.
And you don't know what I have
and
in the deck.
also, Frozen Outpost requires her to be. Yeah, but
Oh, so it is
there's.
power.
Oh, it is power. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. Because I was trying. I remember now. I was trying to steal power. I'm trying to wear you down a little bit on
Right.
the power, like kind of shift power back towards me a bit, because it's currently 12-2, at least 12, maybe 1 or 2 more on there, but I think it's 12.
Yeah, it's 12. I'll get 1 here, and I'll screw up that dominance thing, and it'll really freak me
Because
out.
Edmer's going to get you. Edmer's going to be 8 strength here.
Yep.
So all of a sudden you have 3 Warcrests on the board, and I just can't get past that.
Yeah. Now, this military... I can see. I did say every time. This military, I debate letting it go on a post and killing Lucas and attacking a military,
Yep.
or doing the double carrying birds and getting rid of your carrying bird and the Black Raven again. And I'm going to debate it for a while. Starts the log. No, maybe
Because you can't just commit the 2 because the carrion birds don't get any bonuses from
Right now they're
Miracle
just 2
Castle.
strength.
Why are they 2 strength?
I meant 2 strength because there's 2 of them.
Gotcha, okay. And I'm attacking with 4 strength.
Yep.
So you need to block with them and something else. And I have Maester Miles, I believe, still to push one of them out of the challenge.
Yep. I think I end up defending it, but I can't remember. Just because it knocks the summer off again.
Yeah.
Yep.
You lose a character.
So big debation. I don't think that's a word.
It sounds inappropriate, whatever it is. So at this point, it almost looks like the video is paused because we're both. Well, Tyler's deep in thought. I'm now already trying to plan my next move, I think. Which is tough to do when you don't know what's going to be untapped.
At this point, everybody's standing behind me.
Yes, that is
Everybody is standing behind
You
me.
can't see it in the video setup, but there are literally a dozen people behind Tyler, and there are 0 people behind me.
It's worse for you when you see those people. He doesn't see them.
Well, I feel them. I feel them looking over my shoulder.
Tyler had the heat,
The
the
heat.
body heat of 10 big sweaty gamers,
And there he.
several of whom have already started drinking.
Oh, yes. People started drinking earlier than that.
So now I've decided I'm not going to, but I'm pretty sure I end up defending it. Because I didn't want one of my own carrying birds shuffled back, because I need every strength I can get.
Yeah, because at that point you're going to lose 1 for the claim, and you're going to lose a carrying bird shuffled back. But you've got to commit heavy because the hungry mobs aren't helping too much because you have to commit both of them to get 4 strength.
Yep. Because you could just miles one of them away.
Yep. However, if you commit both of them and the 2 carrion birds, you get it and you shuffle away my carrion bird and my Black Raven, which I think is what you end up doing at this point.
I'm pretty sure I do.
So did Miles play a good part in your deck?
This is the only game he even came close to being relevant.
Okay.
Oh, no. I guess I do do the Lucas thing.
Yeah.
Unoppose.
Get some power. Get rid of a carrion bird.
So your future self is not as good as your past self.
Well, self would have done it differently. I think. I don't know. Maybe I was just trying to get Miles out of there so I could attack.
And for people to know, Lucas will immediately, when he dies, immediately.
Stealths out Dark Star, who is
I can attack in a military
Yeah.
check.
Yeah.
For my next action.
It doesn't count towards your.
Nope.
correct.
Nope. So now I get 2 military. But I don't
And
think
you get to interrupt my challenges. So
Yep,
if
that's
I want to
right.
defend here, I have to defend with the Red Viper,
Mm-hmm.
which means that he's not free to do that 3rd challenge. Or has he done? He's already done 3, hasn't he? No, he has not done.
No.
I don't think I've done Intrigue yet.
Yeah. So
So I win, and it's on a post. So it puts me at
Shuffle my
12.
Black Raven back in.
Shuffle the Black Raven.
I think there. I'm asking for the third time. Like this one shuffles back, right?
Here, I decide not to do the power because I thought I would do a power.
Well, I've still got a third challenge to come.
Yep.
Which one I'll probably just like gesture towards you with the Red Viper because you have still you do have Master Lewin now, so I've got to go with both.
Kneel out Maester Lewin, yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So here comes the Red Viper.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't swing with Dark Star too, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Unopposed. No cards in your hands.
I could win the power and claim a power, but then you would claim a power as well. So I thought to myself, I'll just pass, go to 14?
Because you've got 7 strength standing. What you don't realize, as I'm pointing at the screen that no one can see, I've got 3 gold sitting on my house card.
Yeah. And so the smart move here is to do the power challenge, but I don't.
Oh, you think you got Dom?
Yeah, I think I have Dom.
So those 3 goals on the bottom, on the right side of the screen is not leftovers.
No, that's leftovers, but I still don't have enough, I don't think.
Oh, because I also have a 2 strength guy standing.
Oh, yeah, you got 3, 5, 8.
Yeah, I have 11 to
11.
13.
Yeah, but you 2 cancel
Yeah.
those 2 goals. So, yeah.
So, this is a big mistake, because now I don't think I can claim 2 power next turn, and I thought this game's over at this point.
Because you're under the gun at this point, because your Valor is rapidly approaching.
Yep.
All of a sudden, I've got the Red Viper turned on with Lost Oasis, and I've picked up 5 power this turn. I mean,
and you're telling me here, oh, I have dominance.
I have this gold. I will take dominance.
Like, this sucks.
And there's a power, and
Pew, pew, pew.
that's kind of the noise that happens at that point. Yeah.
And I'm like, yep, burning bridges. This is it, gamer.
I believe I am. Can't really see it, but I'm under the Bridge of Dreams, which is going to let me trigger Mummer's Ford for the 3rd time in this set. Burning Bridges here is super strong because it stops me from triggering Lost Oasis.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
If you do crossing the Ruby Ford here, I can't win.
Yep, if you would have made him lost the power
off.
Oh.
It's easy to come back now and say that, but
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
Those are the 4 I've drawn. Or I've not
It's
not
hard
drawn.
to say 7, not draw 6, 7 cards.
Well, it's hard to have 2
Right.
cards in hand and say I don't want 4 more.
Right. Oh yeah.
When I'm not drawing my extra card from my agenda.
You've duped Ariane.
Yep. So I am set up for Valor. Like if I can survive this turn, I'm great.
And I have not seen Harrenhal. So
Yep.
I just drew 2 cards. I know one's Brienne. I don't know what the other one is.
That's right. Brienne comes in at this point.
But she makes I kneel out my my hungry mobs because I didn't use the
Yeah. Because you can't.
yeah.
So she actually costs you
Yeah,
8 military
it's scary.
power. At some point, this video will go on for about 5 minutes of just Tyler pointing at different cards. He is counting because
I did not want to make that mistake.
And he needs his toes to count too, so he can take his socks off and all that.
Yep. 3 for free. Okay. I think that's Arya in the shadows.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I remember her coming out in that turn. There she is.
And you're gonna remind me. Oh, those hungry mobs are knelt. And then,
Yep.
Dang it. That sucks. That Northwood Keep didn't do a single thing this game. Just sat there.
I don't have any characters that trigger it, I don't think. I have Lost Spearmen, but I didn't see them this game. And Refugees, but
yeah,
they didn't stick around very long.
so. I didn't get to do this combo, but I can attack, and when you defend, I stand your guy up with Frozen Outpost, give him a plus of strength, and then Northern Keep them
Take
out.
them out. I think you did enough with Frozen Outpost this game. So unfortunately, this is where I make, I think, a big mistake. Because I think we're at challenges at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've realized that if you push a couple of challenges and steal a power and win dominance, because you're almost there. You need, 3 power more to win?
Yeah, just 2.
3, 6, 12, 13. Yep.
Oh, yeah, so you need 2 power to win.
And this is why I thought I've lost, because I didn't think I could get 2 power. And I thought I screwed myself the turn before for not getting the power challenge I could have.
So what was the mistake yours?
Oh, you'll see it in a second. Basically, I don't swing. And the biggest thing I don't do is I don't swing all 3 challenges with the Red Viper just to tap guys down.
Yep.
To win the dominance?
To try to win, not even to try to win dominance, just to try to get his guys tapped down so that he can't swing back as hard.
Oh, okay.
Because I think you end up winning on a swing. Do you?
Well, I win 1 power challenge and then dom.
Yep.
So assuming that's an intrigue?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. It's either that or military. Stealth. I don't have stealth. So I don't know
No,
what
you
I'm
just
playing.
reminded me that.
Oh,
there's
yeah,
other mobs
that's right.
that I've
Yay,
run
we
on.
caught it before it made an impact every single time. Brienne's not doing much because we can't trigger stuff anyway.
Well,
She stops me from playing, choosing the spears out of my hand if I have
that's
them.
what I was afraid of.
So I won some kind of challenge there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it
sure that
was
was intrigue.
intrigue.
Yeah,
I have
so.
no cards in hand.
So I was just pushing for power.
So that puts you to 11.
Yeah, I need 4 more, but I'm not going to get it.
I think you stopped right there.
I think so too, and that's a mistake.
Yep.
I should push with the Viper and with the Vengeful guys just to be able to force you to defend. If I can steal a power from you, then, like you said, you can't win.
Yep.
Or it becomes a lot harder, at least. Because you can still try to get through some unopposed, but...
So this turn you passed?
Yeah, I think I did the intrigue and then passed. Big mistake. Especially if I've got RN on the board. I should have swung for power with everybody just to try to grab 2 off you.
Yeah.
Oh, swing it with everybody?
Well,
That
yeah,
might have opened you up to unopposed challenges.
it's true. I was trying to keep
Or
2.
just the Viper is enough to
Oh, yeah.
heal dudes. Or the Viper and 1 Vengeful guy.
So here, what you're running through your mind?
He's counting at
Oh,
this point.
is it at my turn?
I
Okay, this is the
I
thing.
believe so. I believe I've passed you.
I'm trying to count to make sure I have enough to win the power challenge, and after all his Vengeful stands up, I have enough to win dominance as well.
That's you explaining to me that's what you're doing.
So he has 10 numbers.
no,
and
he's-
And I'm pretty sure I'm saying this is going to take a while. Because I also have to count +1 for each start character, but not my neutrals. I only have
Yep.
1 neutral. So I had to make sure I counted all my +1s and all of his to guarantee I didn't screw that up again.
And after his 3rd time through counting, because he's counting out loud,
Yes.
the entire crowd behind him is counting along with him at
Yeah.
that point.
Well, and it's pointed out to me after the game's over, because I do a power challenge. All I had to do is attack with the Carrion Bird, stealth past the Viper. That's unopposed military challenge.
After you win this power challenge.
No, I just do that, because he's your only standing military is the Viper.
But you have 13 power, a single
Would
And
give
Dom.
me the unopposed
with
mil
14 and then Dom. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. I did,
And that would have just been the most anticlimactic ending ever. You'd be like scraw, bird.
yeah. Well, I was afraid you had something in hand
Some
that
kind of
could
trick.
stop. Like Nightmare, something. Because the Nightmare is on a Carrion Bird, then you can kneel the Viper and win the challenge.
Or I could play choosing the spirit after you declare stealth to stand up Dark Star and block the challenge.
Yeah. I didn't want to take that risk.
I don't blame you.
So I did Brienne in the challenge, so no shenanigans could happen.
Yep.
Again, I think I'm on my 3rd count through at this point. Because I'm not just counting to win the challenge, I also have to count
Dominance.
after he stands what's dominance going to look like. Because if I don't win this challenge here, I can't win. Because I'm not going to get any other opponent unopposed.
And the irony of this is he's a teacher.
I'm a history teacher.
Which are good, bad at math.
I'm not a math teacher.
And he's also not just counting his stuff, he's counting my stuff too.
And my math was correct.
It was.
At no point did I get it wrong. I just counted it. Well, the first time through, I was so nervous I forgot what I counted.
Yeah.
I forgot my own
You
streak. I
got through
forgot your streak.
you got through your numbers and had that number, then you started counting mine and completely lost
Yeah.
them. And I couldn't remember it at all because I'm not going to try to mess with your head or anything like that, but a lesser opponent might have started just throwing numbers at you.
I don't doubt it.
But that is unsportsmanlike. And if there's one thing I can't stand, it's bad sportsmanship.
I agree.
Definitely. So counting again.
Yep.
So
And I think right then I was like, all right, I'm attacking.
It's official.
And then you can see that just to joke around with it a bit, I count as well.
yeah. And he's praying.
And there's the oppose. Which gets you to 14. I stand for vengeful.
The deadly.
That's right. You do have deadly there, so he ends up dead. And
And
that's
that's
that.
the game.
That is definitely that.
And for people who don't know, Tyler was 8th seed in the tournament. He had to fight all his way to win it.
1-4-2.
Yep. Good game.
Beat 3 of the top 4 seeds. That's
Yep.
That's not the easy road to the win.
Yep. He beat all.
Someone just pointed out to me all I had to do was attack with the carrying bird.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
And there I lament Gaston Gray, which had been so cold. It's turn 1. It was the key.
Yeah, the entire
That could change the whole
Yep.
game.
The entire
Absolutely.
game is different if I don't have a frozen solid first turn.
And how many you run in your deck?
3.
3. Pretty good game.
They're too good to not run.
I agree.
Yep. So, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy it. And thanks again for Tree and Tyler for the commentary.
Yeah.
No problem.
Have a good day, guys.